Hello YouTube, RJ. Really short video. Just want to talk about the tariff situation. I went to put those boards in. I had actually put them in when I made the last video talking about the tariffs, and they didn't respond back on. If you've used PCBWay, you know that you submit your information, your board and stuff, that you get a rough estimate, and then what they do is they do a review of your boards and approve them to move forward. And as I told you, there was the shipping, if you did the FedEx DTP, I think it's called, where you do the order, and then once they approve it and give you the final cost to pay, it'll include the tariffs and everything in it. So I did that. They were on holiday, I guess, and then they came back and I got a message that there was an issue with the boards, and I reached out to them, and it turned out I needed a border around the boards because of the V scoring. So I had them go ahead and do that. Made very little difference, but they went ahead and processed and got ready for the order, and I've got the here's your price, go pay, and this is what I got. So I thought I would show you guys. I didn't order the boards, and you'll see why. So basically all I bought was a stencil for $10, and I bought a 2-layer board that was 64 by 64 millimeters. So it wasn't very big. It was you might be able to make out here, it's 5 by 5 is what I did. 5 of the little transistors by 5. I made it a little thinner board, just straightforward, and I ordered 20 of them, and that would have been $68.63 for the boards. Now these are being V-scored, so I couldn't do the inexpensive $5 boards. $68.63 and $10 is $78.63, and so you come over here, and if you can make it out, that's what they're telling me the subtotal was. The shipping cost to do the DTP FedEx was $32 when I started. It went up to $43.66. It also, part of it was a $5 remote fee, whatever that is. The DTP service fee, they added another fee on for $14 because you're doing the go ahead and pay the customs, so I don't have to mess around with the customs in America. I got $1.57 off of that for a 2% discount because I order a bunch of boards. And PayPal fee would have been $11.71. But the duty and tax was $121.49. Duty and tax was, bear in mind, shouldn't have been, not supposed to be put on shipping. It was substantially more than the boards. I think this is the 145%. I think I figured it up, and it's pretty close to 145% of the boards. The total was $267.92. So obviously, I didn't order those boards. It's been way too expensive. I'm kind of stopped on that project at the moment. I've looked at a couple of options. I looked at Osh Park. I can get boards through them. It takes a lot longer. They don't do V-scoring. I'd have to do tabbed, which makes the board much bigger because there has to be routed out and tabs around each one of those little boards. So, almost as much board space on the routings as those little boards. So I haven't done anything yet. I'm just sitting tight. But I wanted you guys to get an idea. Be careful if you don't use this DTP service from FedEx. That $121.49 would have been what they would have told you when it got here in the States you owed. And so you got quite the surprise. So anyway, that's real world. What's the deal? This is what it's costing. So thought I'd catch you guys up on it. Thanks for taking the time to tune in and check out what I had to say. Catch you later. Hope to see you in the next video.